Greetings in the name of His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie Jah Rastafari, and his beloved Empress Menen Asfa. Greetings, Qshan Deya. How are you?
All is well. Greetings from the motherland, Accra, Ghana, to the globe. This is the Vulcan Trumpet Qshan Deya.
Greetings from the motherland, Accra, Ghana. Mama Alkebulan has her son home.
Yes. What a joy.
I could imagine. Yes, I. So how are you doing, Qshan?
All is well. Today, a blessed day. I was born this day, May 3rd, 1978. So now I'm 46 strong, and I feel like I'm 17.
Oh, happy Earthstrong, and I pray
Yes,
that I have many more. I pray today is full of joy and full of peace and full of productivity, most importantly.
Respect. Much, much, much gratitude for that, sister. Appreciate it.
Yes, yes, yes.
Promises I've been making all of these years to go back home to the land of my forefathers, where they were never captured as slaves, but live as kings and queens in the land where my history remains. We were taken by force to different countries around the world to walk as slaves. Pity they don't know how our offsprings will grow and search for the truth untold of freedom street. Come and walk with me up freedom street.
Qshan, please tell us about this particular track.
This particular track was a song that I wrote while I was in the West in preparation for the motherland. It was always my dream to be here in the motherland, to connect with my family, the Kwashi family, because I was born Kellis Calvert Kwashi. So even when I returned to Africa and people in the municipal sees my name, they say, "Oh, you're a Ghanaian. So, where were you all this time?" So this song was actually inspired of me finding my true legacy and my true heritage. And when I found it and realized how rich it was in the land of Ghana, I'm not lying. Despite the pros and cons that come with everywhere you go, there's always difficult times and good times and bad times. My sole desire was to come to Ghana and to just feel that ancestral lift from my tribe, which I did receive. So the song is a fulfillment of my life legacy, of wanting to come back home and making promises all these years. Like, a lot of people say, "Oh, me want to go back to Africa, Africa repatriation," but it's not a quick transition. It happens over a process of time. And I did not want to wait like some who still wait for the Black Star Liner to bring them forward. I decide I want to make this move forward. So I had to live the lyrics I was singing. So the inspiration of the lyrics was a pivot to motivate me to make that move and not just continue to be a hamster on the wheel, on the plantation, and not getting anywhere. So this song is really an epitome of my story.
Wow. And tell us a little bit more about the reception that you have received since you've been home and how your music career continues to progress. Please share some
I
light
must
with
say
that.
thanks for my God tribe, my father Numubel Fo, the high priest, which is the president of the Osu Traditional Council, who birthed me into his family as his son Ni Adum Okro Paja Washi on January 24th, 2023. That moment circum all the bad moments I had in between from when I came on May 23rd to January 23rd, 2024. So in the whole process, there was some rough moments and there were some smooth moments. Still, even unto this day, even though I'm returned back to Ghana, I don't really get the overall love I will look for in the media world. Because now I'm home, I realize we as Africans still have a lot to grow. Because we don't really, some of us here don't see those that are coming back as equal. So you find there's always undermining where opportunity is. There's no proper network to say, when brothers and sisters come home, we're going to give them all that push. There's few that is in Ghana and across Africa who will assist you. But no meal is a free meal. So throughout the whole repatriation and returning process, I must let people know, first, learn the language before you come. So at least when you come, you can further, integrate into the community better, learning the language. So it's very important. And two, because you have a different accent, even though you are African, people will still see you differently because you were not born in the motherland Africa. And we need to erase that within the minds of our brothers and sisters and bridge the gap back in the mind to make us connected and feel that Africans are Africans, whether at home or abroad. And we ought to give each other a push. Like my motto in life is, you climb highest when you help others up. In Africa, there's some people will push you up and some will pull you down. So it is just like anywhere in the world where there's good and bad. But what I've been doing is just focus on the progress and not the success. It's too different. A lot of people may say, oh, you're in Africa, they don't receive you yet. I am not here for them to receive me. I'm here to do what I've came here to do, and impact the world from here. So I must say, I give thanks to the international world like New York, St. Croix, Caribbean islands that is still playing my music on their playlist to give me opportunity for people to know Qshan Deya is one of those that live what he sings and not just sing music but manifest it within liberty. And it's not an easy journey. When you're part in this journey, you're going to meet haters and you're going to meet people that want to push you but they're affiliated with the hater. So they won't give you the push they want to give you because they're affiliated with the hater. So like I say in my song, In This Life, no victory without fight. So this song is a true epitome of all my experiences I've been experiencing within the past 1 year in Ghana.
Give
The
thanks.
lyrics,
Yeah, give thanks for the transparency of your journey and keeping it real, because it's important what you mentioned. You have to do your homework. You got to do your research before. You talked about learning the language, but everything that entails beforehand, and even if that means you're preparing like 2 years in advance, you have to do some type of background information. And then when that time proceeds, you will be somewhat there, as opposed to you're getting there and being totally stuck. Give thanks. Give thanks.
Facts.
Yeah, I want people to listen to the lyrics, okay, at this time, so I'm gonna... Oh, you can give us an a cappella, you know.
Promises I've been making all of these years to go back home to the land of my forefathers, where they will never capture the slaves, but live as kings and queens in the land where my history remains. We were taken by force to different countries around the world to walk as slaves. Pity they don't know our offsprings will grow and search for the truth untold of freedom street. Come and walk with me up Freedom Street. That's where we'll meet. Ah, yeah, you cry Angola. Ah, yeah, you Burkina Faso. Ah, yeah, you Niger and Congo. Voice of the ghettos in Africa. Senegal, Gambia, Mali, and Guinea. Set your children free. Freedom Street. Come and walk with me up Freedom Street. That's where we'll meet. 400 plus years in a Babylon, we got no pay, nothing to show, but all gone astray. Now the 1%, they robbed us of everything. We are living in poverty and brutality. Freedom Street. Come and walk with me up Freedom Street. That's where we'll meet. And Freedom Street is in Ghana, Osu, which is where my tribe is from. The Ga tribe rules Osu. So it's no coincidence that I've written a song for an album and come to Africa and finish the album in my home studio. It's an honor. Freedom Street.
All of these years, go back home to the land of my forefathers, where they will never capture the slaves, but live as kings and queens in the land where my history remains. We were taken by force to different countries.
Greetings and welcome, Emmy, Lai, Pat Arts, Colin, Murphy, Shakespeare, Penny Vibes, give thanks.
Our offsprings will grow and search for the truth untold. Freedom.
Greetings and welcome, Stone, Love.
Come and walk with me up Freedom.
Greetings and welcome, Ras, Nick.
That's where we'll meet. Oh, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah.
Qshan,
Aye.
you mentioned your journey. And as you were talking, I thought about just living in this world and dealing with people, some of the trials and the tribulations that I have to go through as Rastas, and some of us who work in that 9-to-5 job, and some of us who do not get that respect. It seems as though across the board, that is part of the journey. What I believe puts us apart from others is our mentality to overstand. It's not about them, it's about I to forward, and it's about I doing the works that we need to do to move and carry on. What do you think about that?
I agree, because they say the race is not only for the swift, but for those who can endure it. And many speak the speak and don't walk the walk.
Right.
And again, we must not be discouraged with those in the vineyard who sit and don't do anything. But when you do something, they don't applaud or congratulate you. They criticize you and undermine you. So this is something that has been part of Africa's fault. And this is how the West get that way, because the bad mind started in Africa first and it went to the West. So this is something that must be known. So people fighting people down begin in Africa. So until Africa change, like His Majesty said, until righteous African come together as one, the world will never come together as one. Until there's no more tribal wars, until we know that the color of a man's skin is of no more significant, and just know that we ought to love each other and push each other up, because no one should be left behind. That should be the vision of us all. Because if we eradicate poverty in the world and everyone has something, you will see the mindset of humanity change. So because Africa is plagued with so much hardship of life for the everyday simple man or woman, it pushes people to even be out of their character, not even being genuine when they can be genuine. But because of the pressures of the time, they are forced to be a different person, which you call survival mode. We ought to remember that we must be givers and not just receivers. And know that when you give something, it's not with an ulterior intention. And when I come to Africa, nothing in Africa has been free for me. So if I'm to really testify the amount of thousands of money I've spent in Africa from the time I've came here, nobody would want to repatriate. I'm giving you this.
Right, and it's about truths and rights, and it's about painting that picture in all of its positivity and its negativity. We don't want to be in a situation where we're misleading people, because we've already seen what that looks like for those who have been misled. So I give thanks that you're being honest, but also letting people know you are what you do. So if you are in a position, you know what you are doing is out of the goodness of your heart, and you have a goal to focus on. You go clear on that goal. Exactly. You don't worry about those and them. You don't mix up with those and them. You keep on the path because you know what your heart desires, and you know what it's supposed to be. So give thanks for that word song, and everyone who is listening, I trust you are full enjoying the word, sound, and power, because without the word, sound, and power, we won't be able to survive. So Naya Bingi out of Trinidad and Tobago, greetings, my brother. Wig, I see you. Laments, Perso, I see you. Kunta, I see you. Give thanks for all of the love. Annie, Dreamy, I see you. Mr. King, Banton, give thanks for the love. We have our brother Qshan Deya out of Accra, Ghana, and he has some exciting news, but we're not going to tell them right now, Qshan. We're going to let them listen to some of your music so they can get familiarized, and then we're going to let them know.
Mama, Africa, the motherland.
That was nice, right?
What a joy, what What a joy to be home. What a joy, what a joy, Mama Africa. What a joy to be home. What a joy, Mama Africa. Along the street sides of Ghana, sweet jelly and coconut water, such a vibrant culture. Welcome.
Qshan, CC Flava is on right now. Please send her a message.
Respect. CC Flava. Much gratitude for your continued support throughout the years. I want to say respect. Thanks for all the strength and continue to keep blazing the fire with the Alkebulan Empress song. And yes, I must say thanks for all the airplay and all that you've been doing to let my music shine. Much gratitude and love.
And CC Flava says, greetings, blessed love. CC Flava sending love to Qshan Deya. Happy Earthstrong.
Blessed love, sister. Enough respect.
Also known as the motherland, Mama Africa. Everything in America, you can get it in Ghana. And so to all the states in the continent of Africa. So stop your negative stigma, fireborn, and visit Mama Africa. And your perspective on life.
Qshan,
Yes, I.
so you wrote Freedom Street, and then What a Joy. Tell us about this one.
Yeah, well, What a Joy is the first moment when I come to Ghana. And then I came to Ghana now, and I felt like I was missing out on something all my life. Like, if I known 20 years ago or 15 years ago, this is what Africa had to offer, I'm not lying. Despite the pros and the cons, I would have been here. So What a Joy was my initial first happy energy. You know, like when you always want to make a move and you finally make that move and you feel like, yes, I'm in the right place and this is the right time. So What a Joy came so easy. Is the quickest song I've ever written because it was naturally while I'm in the process of
What a joy. What a joy. What a joy. Mama.
Log off and forward. Cannot hear you.
Sides of Ghana, sweet jelly and coconut water, such a vibrant.
Greetings and welcome, Jabounce.
Welcome is a Quaba. Ghana is the
Qshan Deya is in Accra, Ghana, and he has something special to let you all know.
got to know who you are. What a joy to be home. What a joy, Mama Africa. What a joy,
Maverick, Mavo, Conscious,
what a joy.
yeah, my apology.
forward.
Yes, my apology. So with this song, What a Joy, like you say, you come to Ghana, you're going to see the guy on the street selling coconut. So you get that same Caribbean vibe you will get if you're in any Caribbean island. So it was an initial joy that I could not even escape because you come out of the airport and you see Aquaba. This is why I put greetings, which means like, welcome, same way. It means Aquaba, it means welcome in the Tree language in Ghana. So it was really a joy to really even learn my first Tree word, which is Aquaba, and then after getting into the interior of Ghana and seeing the culture of the people, vendors on the street corner, it gave me that vibe of back in the Caribbean. So then I realized that we were always connected, even though we were distance apart. So it was really definitely a joy for me to be here in Ghana and even to see streets named Tetekwashi, which is like my great you know, my lineage, my
Your
family.
ancestors,
So it
yes.
was really fun.
Your ancestors, yes. Forward.
Yeah, so definitely an honor to see streets named after my ancestors. So I knew definitely I'm in the right place. So what a joy came from a natural, joyful inspiration of me being here at home in Ghana. And despite all the pros and the cons, Africa is sweet, you know.
Right.
Must be known, yeah.
Big up to all Ni Mekename in Ghana and throughout all states of Africa, all priests and priestess, gods and goddess. What a joy to be home. What a joy.
And just to add,
What
you
a
will
joy.
be shocked to know that you can order something from, like, for example, Craigslist in the States. It may take like days for it to reach you. You can order something here on an online store in Ghana and you get it in less than 2 hours.
Oh, wow.
So everything you can get in America, you can actually get it in Ghana. So that's one of my big surprise. I never thought every single thing that is in the West, I could have get it here in Ghana. So Ghana is really up to the times, you know?
Yes, that's good to know economically that we can still be able to go to the store and make some transactions, and it's not going to take like a whole month or a whole month and a half. I
No.
mean, it's just like even with St. Croix, when I ask people to ship things to me, I have to tell them 1 to 2 days priorities, because if I don't, it won't come within 6 weeks.
That's true. That's true. And one disadvantage I've noticed is to ship things from here to the West. They make it so expensive through the DHL, through the FedEx, through the postal. It's mind-boggling that you may build someone something. Like, I'm into fashion. I've got a QD fashion, as you can see. And I'm going to build someone an outfit. And the cost for the outfit is less than how much to ship it.
Right, right. I get
So,
it. No, yeah.
yeah.
It's there's some things that we're not going to overstand, and we see it for what it is,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
we do
yeah.
what we need to, because certain transactions must be done.
True.
So this next track that I'm gonna play, you did a collaboration with this powerful brother out of St. Croix, United States, Virgin Islands. So I'm gonna play a little bit so the audience could hear, but of course I'm gonna want you to share what was your full experience in working with the brother, okay?
Yes, I.
Gate of Mount Zion, Qshan Deya, featuring Aki, Becca.
Not a home for the unjust, not a place for warmongers or iniquity, but a home of love and purity. Sanctify your soul with the teachings of His Majesty, and He will guide you to this place of tranquility. Of Mount Zion is wide open.
I'm full joining the drums in the foreground. So, tell us, what was your full experience working with our beloved Aki Becca?
I must let you know, some spirit in life do connect without a physical experience. And this was one where they say where one and two gather, Jah is always in the midst. So this collaboration was initiated when he was in his last few months of his life, when he put up a post. He's looking for artists to submit them stuff to do collaboration through Tipper, you know. And then I reached out, and then he embraced it, and I then, because this track was released earlier on in my career with an official video with me singing, and I had the Book of Enoch in my hand. And to know that the same name Aki Becca has is from out of the Book of Enoch, from this same Gate of Mount Zion track previously. So I just remixed the track because Gate of Mount Zion had been released before as a single, and I remixed it with him, and trust me, it was a very, very, very great experience, a one in a million experience. I've never met the brother in flesh before, but like I said, we both met on a spiritual plane musically. And they sent the vocal to me in New York, and I did the rest. All the production you hear in all the drums and everything, that's me playing. You know, so it was one of my second production releasing under my Sugar Records / Mystic, you know, label, you know, yeah. So I must say it was an absolute honor. We never got to cross paths in physical, but we are spiritually bonded in music, you know. And
Absolutely.
I give that opportunity. He rest in powers, you know.
True. Yeah, it was a must for me to make sure to give that respect to our beloved brother. But I'm going to forward this.
And it's definitely featured on my new album. This is the only feature I really have on the album. It's the second track, which is Zion on my Freedom Street album.
Okay, give thanks for that. So I'm going to forward it so people can listen to the substance of the song.
The eternal, the kingdoms of this world and of his Christ.
Zion is a place for the righteous, not a home for the unjust, not a place for warmongers or iniquity, but a home of love and purity. Sanctify your soul with the teachings of His Majesty, and He will guide you to this place of tranquility. Of Mount Zion is wide open. Many are called, few are chosen. Of Mount Zion is wide open. Many are called, few are chosen.
Pure heart, clean and Gethsemane, Shashemane, the victory. Enter his courts with the praise, the place of his foundation, Eden Zion. Who shall ascend into his holy place? Pure heart.
Of Mount Zion is wide open. Many are called, few are chosen. The gate of Mount Zion is wide open. Many are called, few are chosen.
Pure heart, clean and
For those who are lost, you will have to pay the cost. Unanswered to the lost.
Exhale the eternal, the kingdoms of this world and of his right.
Abacados will separate the strong from the weak, and the meek will sing a new song with a melody so sweet. The gate of Mount Zion is wide open. Many are called, few are chosen.
Pure heart, clean and out of every kindred, nation and tongue, triumphant song.
Be among those who will be elected. After the Father, sweeter will be your victory.
Great tribulation, great tribulation, great tribulation, great tribulation.
You are chosen. Of Mount Zion salvation is wide open. Many are called, few are chosen. The gate of Mount Zion is wide open. Many are called, few are chosen. This is the volcano trumpet Qshan Deya. Just want to take time out to say royal salute to Alkebulan Empress song, straight out of St. Croix. Salute to the one called CC Flava and the one called Empress Isheba. Vice of the volcano trumpet Qshan Deya. And this is Real Vibes Radio. I love you.
I'm going to have you start off with an a cappella.
I need you, can you be my wife? We'll be friends for life. Baby, I love you. I need you, can you be my wife? We'll be friends for life. So before we get old, let love take control and bond us both together, baby. So in the storm when it's cold and there's no one to hold, just know that you've got me forever, baby. I love you. I need you, can you be my wife? We'll be friends for life. Baby, I love you, I need you, can you be my wife? We'll be friends for life. Life, baby. Give thanks.
I love you.
I love you.
Love you. I need you. Can you be my wife?
Real Vibes Radio family, give thanks. We have our brother Qshan Deya out of Accra, Ghana.
I need you. Can you be my wife? We'll be friends for life.
Greetings and welcome, Sherma.
Before we get old, let love take control and bond us both together, baby. In the storm when it's cold and there's no one to hold, just know that you've got me forever, baby. I love you.
So tell us about this particular track, Qshan.
Well, this track speaks for itself. It's a wedding song. You know, I've been a wedding singer from way back in my career when I just started in New York on the scene. So Lovers Rock is well known for, you know, getting people on the dance floor. So while building the album, I say I must get a track within that vein of, Barris, which is known for hard rock, Lovers Rock song, and Dennis Brown. So, I Love You is me testifying my truly desire, for someone to be my wife, So this song is really coming from my core. And it's even saying, for example, the first verse said, before we get old, let love take control. Because sometimes you meet someone that you love and you wait for a very long time and it don't happen. But sometimes if you take that opportunity and really capitalize on that first moment, you can be happy for the rest of your life. So I'm just saying in this song, don't be afraid to take steps and be afraid to express yourself, how you feel about a woman. And this song definitely expressed my true feeling for love and oneness in my life. Definitely.
Oh, give thanks. Give thanks. Beautiful. I love you.
Yeah, yeah.
greetings and welcome King Milo, all-purpose sounds out of Brooklyn, New York, and he plays on Global Meds Radio. Sister Coochie, Brother Brian, love to the entire family. JD Rankin.
I need you, can you be my wife? We'll be friends for life, baby. Before we get old, let love take control and bond us both together, baby. In the storm when it's cold and there's no one to hold, just know that you've got me forever, baby. I love you, I need you, can you be my wife? We'll be friends for life, baby. I love you, I need you, can you be my wife? We'll be friends for life. Ooh, baby, you know I love you. You're my heart's desire. You're the one that I require, baby. I'm sure when we're old and gray, yeah, you'll be loving me same way. You make me smile, you blow my mind.
You hear that? You make me smile. You blow my mind.
I love you, I need you, can you be my wife? We'll be friends for life.
Qshan Deya, he has a surprise for everyone.
I need you,
He got some information to tell you all.
we'll be friends for life.
I can't hit those notes like you at all.
They're easy to hit, you know.
Yeah, I can hit them, but they ain't gonna come out like yours.
We'll be friends for life.
Well, you can always remember, everyone have a voice, so
Yes.
you can always hit the notes. You just got to hit it in your key, that's all.
You are absolutely right. Yes, it ain't gonna come out like yours though. I'm just saying. So Qshan, I'm gonna play two more.
Be friends for life, baby. I love.
Gratitude over attitude.
I wanted to feature this one just because of the message. Why don't you tell us about
Yes.
this before I forward with it, please?
Yeah. Gratitude over attitude. This was a track produced by a producer from Portugal. And it's basically talking about sometime, you know, you show gratitude to people and they give you attitude. As you know in life, not everybody gonna like you. There's gonna be some people that will dislike you, but gratitude is being appreciative and appreciate love, you know, showing appreciate love, and to show someone gratitude, you don't have to bow down to them. You can simply just, you know, helping someone is showing gratitude. This is how I see life, you know. And most of the time when people are being, like, for example, if you tell someone thank you, they'll be like, what is he saying thank you to? You know, people just have these low vibration towards
Yep.
showing gratitude. So gratitude was definite. Like, for example, and I'm gonna burn this fire now. This track is produced by a producer in Portugal. Now, if you Google this song to find it, you see the song saying gratitude, Qshan Deya and the Lion. He did not sing the song. So I'm just showing you some of the pros and cons that artists like myself goes through, the fight I go through in my career. There's no gratitude here because I've already recorded the song for you. So I'm supposed to get 50% for my mechanical royalties. So why, when you put the track, you see your name attached? You're not the writer of the track, one to begin with. You just produce the rhythm. So he's supposed to get 50% for his rhythm, 50% for me. But I've been noticing this with some producers, and they only do this with the small artists. They can do this with Buju Banton, they can do this with Luciano or the big names. But artists like myself, when you go to check for your royalties, you realize you split in your publishing with someone. Obviously, because if you Google the song Gratitude right now, you will see lyrics almost written by the Lion. He never write the lyrics. So these are some things that I'm gonna say this song is definitely an epitome of me showing gratitude, but same way, it's attitude.
Yeah, I understand what you say because it's difficult, even in the work environment. You know, I am in the position where I'm doing my work and I'm putting myself out there, making sure that I'm supporting and making sure that I am providing a service. But because people are not like me, those low vibrational individuals, they think that you're doing too much. But no, I am being a professional. You're being a professional. And you're doing what is needed. But once again, I give thanks for the learning opportunities because we see these things and then we can turn and do something else. We don't have to continue to associate with those type of low vibrational individuals. That's the great thing about being who we are, that we are in a position to choose who we want to allow ourselves to connect with. So give thanks, and for everyone who's on these upcoming artists, this is something
Artist,
for you.
may remember, if you write a song for a producer, he owns 50%. It's 100% split between artist and the producer. If the producer produced the song and he write the song, that's a different ballgame. Right. But if you, the artist, write his rhythm and write the song, whenever the song is being Googled, it should be like In This Life, Qshan Deya.
That's it.
And then you will have open, comma, the Lion music. But most people, what they do, for example, my track Struggle in Life, which speaks about my life in New York prior, before I moved to the motherland. Struggle in Life, if you Google it, it says Struggle in Life, the Lion features Qshan Deya. That within itself is wrong. You get me? Because when you're not being paid by a producer to buy out your publishing, they're not supposed to interfere with an artist's publishing. So young artists on the up and coming, remember, you write a song, you get for your publishing as your writer's mechanical royalty. So don't let no one cheat you.
Good.
Make sure you become part of a performance in rights society in your country that you can collect your royalty. You know, because this is what people like the Bob Marleys and those people live off of. Royalties from hundreds of, years of working, putting in the work, and the residual come for your generation. But if you don't register the work, you will not collect.
Right.
So a lot of artists out there put song out, but you don't register the song. So please, very important. And if the producer is registering the song, it should be 50 for him, who's the producer, 50 for you.
And read
in the writers, in the writers must never say you / the producer. But people do it in the business, so it's something that I want to make clear.
Good.
And from I made a vow from 2025 on, no one can record me. I don't want to work with producers.
Good.
I'm not interested in working with producers
anymore.
I'm interested in developing my own craft and grow from strength to strength. That's it.
Right. Give thanks, Qshan Deya, for the word sound, because a lot of people, they get stuck. A lot of the artists from back in the days, they didn't know, they didn't have anyone to guide them in the process in the music business arena, and they were just surviving. So if they received upfront money, that was just to help them maintain.
That was it. Nothing else.
I know, but there's no excuse now, right, Qshan? There's so many information out there at the tip of your fingertips.
And technology give us the advancement so that we can be able to post-date everything and stock it digitally.
Do our own research. Good. I said I was going to play two more, but because you mentioned this particular song, I thought it was important to play because once again, when I think about mental health, Qshan, a lot of people are struggling with mental health challenges, and sometimes they don't know They don't know what to do. They don't have positive support systems to help them throughout that difficult time. And the title, Struggling Life, I trust that maybe when they listen to it, it can give them a sense of the next step, the next forward.
Yeah.
Seeing?
Yes.
So being
Yes.
that you mentioned it, I want to play this one, and then I'll feature one more.
Definitely,
So that way
definitely.
you can tell the audience what's going to happen.
Yes, sir.
My mother told me, all these boys they will fight me. Yes, she told me, voice of the volcano trumpet Qshan Deya. Artist life in a New York City. Ain't no bed of roses. Beware of them and those. Living a struggling life in the big city. Ain't no bed of roses. Sometimes you got to sleep outdoors. Busy now Brooklyn with so many DJs who see them are my friend. Still you
Well,
can't
I'm
get
your
no
sister.
station or no radio station. For your music to hit #1, you have to join them payola. How come your station is #1? You never bust one Qshan Deya, no. My mother, they told me that they would fight me, but she said, son, push on to say you were born. Your name will
Qshan,
so hold on strong.
someone who is struggling with mental health challenges, what message would you tell them at this time?
If you have been mental, like struggling with mental problems,
Mental health problems, yes. Challenges.
mental health
Challenges.
problems. If you have a mental health problems, I must say, I will give this advice. Take off your shoes and go in the earth and spend maybe one night in the forest or some way. Just detach from everything and ground oneself, and maybe one can start even doing a little yoga practice to lift the chakras, in that same process, and pray. Pray can bring you out of that lost inner world where people go deep within themselves and they cannot come out. So chanting, praying, breathing exercises are so powerful that you can feel elated after breathing exercise, whatever mental condition you're under. Anyone with mental condition, don't run to doctor for healing. Remember, the body can heal itself, and all the solution to all our problems starts within us and starts with you. So only you can heal you, and just dig deep and have faith and know that this too shall pass. And trust in the transition, because it's a process of transition.
Yes.
And it may be rough, but it will get smoother in the long run. And always remember, keep your eye focused on the light at the end of the tunnel.
Beautiful.
Even when it's dark, please, there's an imaginary light at the end of the tunnel in your third eye that you must look for. So if you can find it over there, you do this. You look up and you'll find it. And don't be around negative friends that will push you back into that shell.
I need
Be
you to say
around
that again.
motivational
Say it
people
again.
that-
Say it again. Say it
Don't
again.
be around friends that will take you back into that dark, lower vibration in your life. You be around people that's going to motivate you, not people that are going to shun you and make you feel like you're psycho, you're psychopath, you need psychiatric help. Sometimes you can use the natural crystals to align your chakras, so maybe people should try to research more of the natural elements of earth that we can use to heal and replenish ourselves
Restore balance.
daily.
Yeah.
And gain back that balance,
Yeah.
without any pharmaceutical medication,
Right.
I should say.
Get-
That should be the never resort, not the last resort, the
Yeah,
never resort.
yeah. I do have a duality, and of course, I'm not advocating anything, but I have seen in working in the mental health field, I have seen when those type of medications are given, it does help, especially if someone is experiencing psychoses, especially if someone is having an episode with schizophrenia. I could see the benefits
Yes.
in that moment to help reduce those symptoms, right? I'm not advocating, but I'm just saying, I like what you mentioned, the natural elements that we have. Our ancestors left those for us. It's there. It's just a matter of you utilizing them, getting them. Qshan, I don't see you on the screen at this time. I'm going to forward this again, Cece.
My mother told me, all these eyes they will find me. Yes, she told me. Voice of the volcano trumpet, Qshan Deya. Artist life in a New York City. Ain't no bed of roses. Beware of them and those. Living a struggling life in the big city. Ain't no bed of roses. Sometimes you got to sleep outdoors. Busy now Brooklyn with so many DJs who see them are my friend. Still you can't get no rotation or no radio station. For your music to hit #1, you have to join them payola. How come your station is #1? You never bust one Qshan Deya, no. My mother, they told me that they would fight me, but she said, son, push on to sing you were born. Your name will live on, so hold on strong. Your legacy will fortify your destiny. Artist life in a New York City. Ain't no bed of roses. Beware of them and those. Living a struggling life in the big city. Ain't no bed of roses. Sometimes you got to sleep outdoors. Don't you respect for rules and culture? So many promoters, less exposure. I rather catching a Mickey, far from vampire.
Greetings was having some technical difficulties. Can you hear me?
Streets of confusion.
Just respond on Facebook. Just respond on Mixcloud. Can you hear me?
I said my mother they told me the bed that you make is the bed in which you will lay. Hear the words I say, songs under your name to bring you shame. Playing foolish games.
Cece had told me to pull it up, so that's why you're hearing it again.
City. Ain't no bed of roses. Beware of them and those. Living a struggling life in the big city. Ain't no bed of roses. Sometimes you got to sleep outdoors. Haile Selassie, I will break those chains. Haile Selassie, I will break those chains. Haile, 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 I will open those doors that no man can close.
Yes.
I said my mother, they told me that they would fight me. She said, son, push on to sing you were born. Your name will live on, so hold on strong. Your legacy will fortify your destiny. Artist life in a New York City. Ain't no bed of roses. Beware of them and those. Living a struggling life in the big city. Ain't no bed of roses. Sometimes you got to sleep outdoors. struggling artists in Portugal, I salute you. All struggling artists in Africa, I salute you. All upcoming artists in America, I salute you. All independent artists in Europe,
All right, so Qshan Deya,
Yes, sir.
I want you to tell the audience what is happening.
Yes, Massive and crew. Couple days from now, I will be live in Austria for my fashion show on the 18th. It will not be a catwalk, it will be a kente walk. Me displaying all my fashion in kente gold and woven and made kente here from Ghana. On display in Austria. Maybe like 15, 20 pieces will be on display for both male and female collection of the QD fashion, which is an expansion of me as an artist. And also on the 19th will be the headliner for the first Sunflower Festival at the castle in Wide Open, Austria, backed by the famous House of Rhythm band. And today, premiere of my first video in Africa, In This Life, on Reggaeville globally. So, yes.
Wow. Qshan Deya has a lot of new beginnings happening, so make sure we continue to support him and make sure that we are continuing playing his music because he puts out quality, he puts out positivity, and most importantly, he puts out food for our soul. So we are so proud of Qshan Deya. He has some great things that are happening, and we just wish you the best, the best, the best. So where can they find the video again?
The video can be found on YouTube under the Reggaeville premiere page. It was premiered 5 p.m. Ghana time. So if you didn't catch the premiere, you can go now to YouTube and type in Qshan Deya In This Life official video.
Good. And you mentioned you're going to be on an event. What's the event again? So people who are listening, they're going to make sure check it out.
Flower Yearly Festival. This year is the first year, and it's being kept in Wide Open, Austria. And that's a tourist district. And it's kept by the castle that was built by the Black Moors, a Black king, 800 years ago. So it's historical for me to be performing, and for this to be my first time performing in Europe.
Right.
I've never been to Europe before. So I had to come to Africa for my ancestors to open the portal to take me.
Sure.
Repatriation is definitely a must.
Yes, yes. Well, it's only fitting for me to play this.
voice of the volcano trumpet, Qshan Deya, straight out of Accra, Ghana.
And I want you to tell the audience about this track. What's the name of this track?
This track is called In This Life, because in this life, you shall have no victory without fight. In order to win, you have to compete and you have to fight to win. And even sometimes you go through struggle where you have to fight for your life. And you have to push with all your might. This message is evident in everyone's life. So the message is in the music. Take a listen.
Sunflower.
Oh.
It's okay. Look, Qshan.
Yeah.
Qshan, it is okay.
Yeah, I thought it was In This Life, but Sunflower is definitely the theme song for the festival.
Yes.
It's the theme song that helped to give the name of the festival that I'm going to be performing for in Austria.
Right.
So I want to say to Sonia, Jabi, the committee, the municipal committee that is sponsoring this event, And it's going to be a yearly event having all African culture on display in Austria.
Oh,
so it's all about Africa in Europe.
Right.
And I'm honored to be part of this first yearly event.
Congratulations. Yeah, congratulations. And make sure we're seeing these videos and everything. So I want to make sure everyone, Austria, right? Austria, big things are happening, right? We have
Definitely.
the fashion
and from
show.
Austria, it's not going to stop there. In June, I also go to a different part in Austria called Vienna, Austria, the 28th to perform. And also July in Poland for the Reggae Napiaska Festival. Then I head back to Austria in August for the big, massive One Love Festival with the greats like Yellowman, Burning Spear, Black Uru, and more.
Lovely, lovely. Well, that's the big news that we had for the world to know everything in goodness what's happening with Qshan Deya. Make sure you're supporting the brother. Make sure if you are in Austria, you're going to the fashion show. If you are in Austria, make sure you're going to see him perform, and make sure you look out for the video. So,
Voice of the volcano from Qshan Deya, straight out of Accra, Ghana. What we have is special day.
So Qshan Deya, I want to say give thanks for the time and coming on here so that way the world can know these upcoming massive events that you have.
Definitely, I will be keeping you posted. Real Vibes Radio will be updated on all my progress on my first European tour.
Give thanks, give thanks.
Much gratitude.
Don Carlos, Conscious.
I miss you every hour. Baby.
Empress, Isis.
Talk of the tongue each time you come around. You leave me speechless. I almost bit my tongue. With you, I'll make no mistakes. I'll do whatever it takes to make sure your heart never aches. You're my sunflower. I miss you every hour. Baby, you're my sunflower.
So we want to tell everyone on www.realvibes.org, give thanks. Everyone on Facebook, Alkebulan Empress Sounds, give thanks. And everyone on Mixcloud, Real Vibes Radio, give thanks. It has truly been an honor. Qshan, you know I loved all the acapellas, right?
Yes, I give thanks. And big up to Penny Vibes,
Yes.
management of the Real Vibes Radio, and all the DJs, Don Carlos,
Nick, it's okay.
Liga
We got-
Songs, Alkebulan Song, and
We
all
got
the
Don
DJs
Carlos.
whose name I will mention.
We got Don Carlos
Rasnik.
right now.
Yes, Rasnik, give thanks for the strength and the support always. And Sissy Flava, yourself, love and honor.
Love,
And respect every time.
love, always.
Every hour. Baby, you're my sunflower. I miss you every hour. Baby. Woman, you know the way I feel. Let's come together and seal the deal. You got the right approach and the right appeal. Girl, me love for you we sign and seal. Yes, we have a special connection beyond words could have mentioned. So baby, girl, take me by my hand. I'll follow your command. Watch this, my sunflower. I miss you every hour. Baby, you're my sunflower. I miss you every hour. Baby, you're my sunflower.
Just want to take time out to say salutation to Real Vibes Radio. In all these jockeys on the Real Vibes Radio platform. Voice of the Van, can a trumpet, Qshan Deya say, congratulations, 9 years. Real vibes, keeping reggae music alive. Real vibes, 9th anniversary. Real vibes, keeping reggae music alive. Real vibes, 9th anniversary. Listen to them on the internet. You will be jamming until you wet. Roots and culture. Real Vibes is a trendsetter. Real Vibe music is so sweet. You will rock to the beat. You don't have to be a star. Real Vibes Radio will push you far. Real vibes, keeping reggae music alive. Real vibes, 9th anniversary. Real vibes, keeping reggae music alive. Real vibes, 9th anniversary. Big up to Nick, Ras Randy, Nigga song out of Vinci, Sissy Flava, Empress and Isheba, Yokini, Endasa, Platinum Tipper, Highlyman song, Dan Callas, You Think Me Done, Alkebulan Empress song, we'll chant them down. Real vibes, keeping reggae music alive. Real vibes, 9th anniversary. Real vibes, keeping reggae music alive. Real vibes, 9th anniversary. Voice of the Fall, get a trumpet, Qshan Deya says so. Happy 9th anniversary to you, Real Vibes Radio. Tell a friend, we are on. Real vibes.
Tomorrow, make sure you are logged on. We have Mark Wonder, Reasoning, 6:30 Atlantic Standard Time. Love.